Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
New at noon, a storm threat for Metro Detroit. Some severe weather may be coming our way later today, and when you'll likely want to take cover. That does top our news this noon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rhonda Walker. We do want to get straight over to forewarned meteorologist Ron Hilliard to talk about what's headed our way, because right now it looks fine.
Yeah, that's right. No, we have the rain showers, and we need the rain. What we do not need, strong to severe thunderstorms, and that's something we could possibly see coming up over the next several hours. Now, the exact track 4D radar shows a few scattered showers moving across the area right now. We do not have any thunderstorms in our area at this point. A few of those showers, though, as you get into the thumb, a little bit heavier, but we're going to be watching for this rainfall across the area to potentially become heavier, perhaps getting some gusty winds as we get into the evening hours. Now, this is the area that's primarily at risk of some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. As you get into the Tri-County area, as you get into Macomb, Oakland, Wayne, Washtenaw, Livingston, even down into Lenawee and Monroe counties. Otherwise, the rest of southeast Michigan just getting a few rain showers and maybe some general thunderstorms. So this is the area where we can see some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. Right now, it's hazy out there. Temperatures ranging from the lower 60s to the lower 70s across the area. What is the primary threat that we're going to be seeing and the time frame? Well, we're looking at mainly between 2 and 10 o'clock for those thunderstorms. I think that most of those thunderstorms that are going to be on the stronger side could be wrapped up by 9 o'clock. That's something we'll be watching very carefully. More coming up in your full forecast. But first, I want you to know with this weather and any weather conditions, you can download the Forewarned Weather app. You can get the exact track forecast and the exact track radar right in the palm of your hand. You can get any alerts as they're issued.
Use it all the time. Thank you, Ron. We'll check in with you shortly. Meanwhile, over in southwest Detroit, we are following a barricaded gunman situation. This incident is unfolding in the area of Longworth and Elmsmere, and Victor Williams is there, where someone was just placed in handcuffs a short time ago.
Yeah, that's right. One person was taken into custody, and this is just such a strange situation because we don't have too much information on what is going on. All we've been told in the last few minutes is that multiple agencies have been executing a search warrant. Take a look at this bar right here. This is what they actually used to pry open this door right here. On top of that, right across from that, you see this vehicle with the windows busted out. You can see the glass right there on the inside. Something also in the front seat that might be an indicator of what exactly is going on here. But let's get you out to video of the scene earlier when everything was very active. We're talking about multiple agencies, the FBI, state police officers, and Border Patrol, all three on site for this situation that's unfolding that not too many people are talking about. At one point, we did see a helicopter in the sky hovering over the scene at Longworth and Ellesmere. They did go into the home I was referring to earlier where they took someone into custody. They also went next door to talk to someone else, bringing that person out, but that person was allowed to return back in. But once again, we have no idea what all of this is about, but we are reaching out to all three agencies for more information. And once they do give us that, we'll keep everyone watching updated. In Southwest Detroit, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, thank you. And as we learn more from investigators, we'll, of course, keep you updated both here online, both here on the air and online at clickondetroit.com. Michigan lawmakers getting ready to take a hard look at the decisions being made at the Hawthorne Center after multiple issues have been exposed. It is Michigan's only state-run psychiatric inpatient facility for minors. And after multiple escapes and an active shooter drill that caught our attention that was never relayed to local police and or the frightened staff members working that day, Michigan's state Senate now wants an oversight hearing. And the state is pouring more than $300 million into a new psychiatric hospital on that same site. And the state senators say it's time to take a closer look at what's really going on at the center.
I think it's all concerning, but I think the most concerning to me is the escapes. And just, because again, we're failing these kids and we're failing these parents by allowing, something like that to happen.
Senator Weber says there have been 17 escapes from the facility recently. A traffic stop in Detroit led state troopers to discover guns, cocaine, fentanyl, and other drugs. We're told members of the Metro Narcotics team followed up on the traffic stop with a search in Detroit. They say they found 2 handguns, an assault rifle, and a Draco AK-47 pistol. We're told that one of the handguns was stolen. Officials say that they also found body armor, ammunition, and $82,000 in cash. One person was taken into custody. A Livingston County mom being robbed by her own daughter is saved by a bank teller. Pinckney police were called to a bank after an older woman in the drive-thru passed a note to a teller saying, "Help me, call 911. The 35-year-old passenger was the daughter of the driver. She is now under arrest for attempted armed robbery. Her bond is set at $250,000. The Detroit Public Schools Community District approves a $1 billion budget, and it comes at a cost. The plan will include nearly 300 personnel changes, meaning employees will accept new positions, take a severance package, or be laid off. Earlier this year, layoff notices were sent to 3 groups of employees, including kindergarten paraeducators, school culture facilitators, and college transition advisors. Superintendent Dr. Nikolai Vitti says that they won't know how many people will need to be laid off until the end of the month. As former President Trump faces mounting legal troubles, more Republican candidates are weighing in. Some are criticizing him while not trying to push away his supporters. But as Chris Ballone reports, others are taking the former president head on.
As Attorney General Merrick Garland defends the independence of the special counsel prosecuting former President Donald Trump, Republicans running for president are trying to figure out exactly how hard they can hit the former president now that he's been charged in federal court. As former President Donald Trump awaits trial, accused of mishandling classified documents and hiding them from investigators, the Republicans vying for the party's presidential nomination are trying to find the right path to convince his voters they offer a better choice. So far, their pitches are offering gentle criticism.
I can't defend what is alleged, but the former president has a right to his day in court.
To full-on condemnation of Mr. Trump's actions.
It's reckless. It's harmful to American national security, and it doesn't show the kind of judgment that you need to be an effective president.
Right now, Donald Trump's not going to be able to win in a November election, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
To forgiveness.
I would be inclined in favor of a pardon.
The former president maintaining his sizable lead despite being indicted twice, with more indictments potentially on the horizon.
Never before have the 2 standards of justice in our country been more starkly revealed.
Mr. Trump and his allies continued to attack the Justice Department and Special Counsel Jack Smith, who was appointed to investigate the classified documents case and the former president's role in the January 6th insurrection.
When I appointed Mr. Smith, I did so because it underscores the Justice Department's commitment to both independence and accountability.
In brief comments about the Trump indictment, Merrick Garland said prosecutors would do their talking through their court filings. Former President Trump contends that his prosecution has been a boon to his campaign, claiming he's raised nearly $7 million since the indictment against him was unsealed. In Washington, Chris Ballone, NBC News.
All right, Chris, thank you. And let's take a live look at this interchange. It impacts I-96 express and local lanes, and we want to give you a heads up on a closure that is happening in Detroit this weekend for construction. So starting on Friday at 9 p.m. until Monday at 5 a.m., bridge work will close east and westbound I-96 local and express lanes through Detroit. If you take a look at your screen, these are the areas impacted. Eastbound I-96 local lanes will be closed between Outer Drive and the Davison Freeway. Westbound I-96 local lanes will be closed between the Davison Freeway and the Southfield Freeway. And east and westbound I-96 express lanes will be closed between I-94 all the way to the Southfield Freeway. So something to be aware of. If that is normally on your route, you're going to need to seek another route. Summer concert season is here, but one thing that you might not be excited about, and that's the hidden fees. President Biden is cracking down on sites like Ticketmaster and Live Nation's hidden fees, and now new legislation is being pushed to be more transparent. Plus, this is definitely not syrup you'd put on your morning pancakes. The record-breaking amount of meth hidden inside.